Listen up. For decades, it was the ultimate truth. Go to university, get a degree, get your golden ticket to success. End of story, right? But what if I told you that golden ticket is now for millions a massive expensive lie? What if your university degree, the thing that you are told you need to succeed, is actually the biggest financial waste of your life? We are talking hundreds of thousands of dollars, years of your life, all for a piece of paper that might be worth less than the ink it's printed on. Is a degree still your undeniable path for success, power, wealth, and freedom, or is it just a death sentence in disguise? This is not just about money, it's about your future. And the truth I'm about to reveal will change how you see education forever. Stick around, because if you're thinking about university or you're already in it, you need to hear this. Especially when we get to how places like Singapore are already trying to solve this, and why it still isn't enough. Look, I get it. This decision feels monumental, and for good reason. Our parents, grandparents, they grew up in a world where a university degree wasn't just an option, it was the undeniable fast track. Back then, it was necessary. It signified access, intelligence, a guaranteed pathway to the already established corporate machine. But let's be real, that world is gone already. The job market has undergone a seismic shift. We are not in the industrial age anymore. We are in the information age, the scale economy. Companies are not just looking for credentials anymore. They are looking for capabilities. They are looking for people who can do things, solve problems, and adapt faster than ever before. So, if the game has changed, why are we still playing by the old rules? Why are we still told this one size fits all solution is the only way to unlock your potential? This leads me to a paradox that hit me like a truck. A financial absurdity that reveals everything you need to know about how we value education in the 21st century. Prepare to be shocked. I've heard this on podcasts from online course creators, and it struck a nerve so deep I knew I had to talk about it. They say people will happily spend hundreds of thousands on a university degree, but they'll balk, hesitate, scroll right past a life changing skill building course that costs just a few $100. Think about that for a second. We are talking about a difference in cost of hundreds of thousands of dollars. Why? Why are we so willing to bankrupt ourselves for a potential outcome, yet so hesitant to invest a fraction of that into a guaranteed skill that can generate income passive immediately? Is it prestige? Is it fear of the unknown? Or is it simply a conditioned belief that anything cheap can't be good as anything expensive, even when the results tell a totally different story? Wait, there's a twist. What happens when a government like Singapore's steps in and massively subsidizes your university education? Does that change the entire equation, or are we still looking at a financial black hole? Now, for my viewers in Singapore or those familiar with our system, you know about the MOE tuition grant. It's a fantastic initiative where the government of Singapore helps manage the cost of full-time tertiary education. And yes, it brings down the amount significantly, from potential six figures to somewhere around 30 to 40K for a degree. 30 to $40,000. Let that sink in. Still, it's no small number. Even with government support, we're talking about an amount that could kickstart a decent investment portfolio or even fund the early stages of a promising business venture. And this is where my personal dilemma really hit home. Even at such a price, I had to ask myself, is university truly worth it for me? Is it truly worth it for you? When we are talking about this level of financial commitment for something that in today's world might not deliver the promised returns. Here's the kicker: even if it's financially questionable, there's a deeper, more insidious fear at play. A fear that if you don't have that degree, you're instantly branded dumb, unemployable, or just plain less than. Let's expose that myth. This is the unspoken truth, isn't it? The one that keeps so many of us trapped in the system. The fear that if you don't have that degree, you're instantly looked down upon. That somehow, without that piece of paper, employers will see you as too dumb, unmotivated, or not serious. I felt it and I've heard it. While having a university degree cannot guarantee success, not having one guarantees you to be looked down upon by employers for being too dumb. It's a powerful narrative ingrained in us from childhood. But here's the groundbreaking question we need to ask. Is this a reality, or is it a societal myth we've been fed, designed to keep the traditional education machine churning? Are we allowing ourselves to be limited by outdated perceptions? Because if a degree doesn't guarantee success, and I'll show you why it absolutely doesn't, and the alternative means being unfairly judged, how do we navigate this minefield? And more importantly, what does truly guarantee success, relevance, and wealth in the rapidly evolving economy of 2025 and beyond? Forget the old rulebook. It's time to uncover the real drivers of success that have nothing to do with fancy degrees and everything to do with smart decisions. This is where it gets really interesting. So, if the degree isn't the guaranteed golden ticket anymore, what is? What actually leads to real world impact, financial freedom, and genuine success in this economy? It boils down to a few undeniable truths. First, marketable skills. Companies are not buying pieces of paper, they are buying solutions, outcomes to the problems they are currently facing. They need people who can code, market, sell, communicate, solve. These are all tangible abilities that can directly impact a company's bottom line. And guess what? You can acquire most of these high income skills for a fraction of a degree's cost, often in months, not years. Take Sarah, a friend of mine who spent 6 months and $10,000 on a data science bootcamp. She's now making six figures, debt free, while her university graduated friends are still paying off loans. That's real tangible ROI. But skills alone aren't enough. You need to apply them. And that's where the next crucial element comes in. Real world experience. This is the currency employers truly value. Internships, personal projects that showcase your abilities, freelancing gigs, and even starting a small side hustle. These aren't just bullet points on a resume. They are proof you can execute. They show initiative, problem solving, and a work ethic that no amount of theoretical knowledge can replace. Why do companies hire graduates with no experience? Because they've been told to. But they'll leap at someone with a solid work portfolio, regardless of where they learn it. Now, imagine combining those skills and that experience with the power of connections. This is where your network becomes your net worth. Third, strategic networking. It's not about who you know, it's about who knows you and what you can do, what you can provide. Building genuine connections in your industry, attending virtual summits, engaging in platforms like LinkedIn, finding mentors, these are all invaluable. Many opportunities come from referrals, not job boards. Your network can open doors that no degree could ever. Now, the game is always changing, and if you're not constantly evolving, you're falling behind, which brings us to the ultimate weapon: continuous learning. Education is not just a 4 year sprint, it doesn't end when you graduate university. It's a lifelong marathon. The most successful people aren't those who finish their education, but those who never stop learning. Whether it's through online courses, books, podcasts, etc., just staying curious and adaptable, the ability to constantly acquire new knowledge and skills is your ultimate competitive advantage. And what if you don't want to work for anyone? What if the real golden ticket is building your own empire? Finally, entrepreneurship and self employment. Look around. So many of the world's most successful individuals did not follow the traditional degree path. Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg. They dropped out. And countless others built empires from scratch with sheer grit and skill, not a diploma. You have the power to create your own opportunities, to build your own value, and to dictate your income. This is the ultimate freedom that no traditional job, no matter how prestigious, can offer. So, if the game has changed and these are the new rules of success, does anyone still need a degree? And if so, who? Now, before anyone says I'm telling everyone to drop out, absolutely not. That's not what I'm telling you. University still holds immense value for specific paths and individuals. It's not about being anti-university, it's about being pro-smart decision. If your dream career absolutely requires accreditation, think doctors, lawyers, certain engineering roles, accountants, then yes, a degree is non-negotiable. It's a regulatory requirement and you must go. It's also for those that thrive in a highly structured academic environment, who genuinely love theoretical learning or wants to experience the traditional university life for personal growth, social networking, and exploring diverse subjects without immediate career pressure. For those individuals, and for certain professions, university can be a powerful choice, but it's a choice, not a compulsory for success. My point is, don't choose university because you feel obligated or are afraid of being looked down upon. Choose it strategically because it aligns with a clear, well researched goal. So here's the bottom line: the decision to pursue a degree is no longer a no brainer. It's a personal strategic choice that demands careful financial consideration, a brutally honest assessment of your career goals and capabilities, and a clear understanding of what truly drives success in today's ever changing world. Do not let outdated perceptions or societal pressure dictate your future. Educate yourself, understand the true cost and benefit, and then make the decision that's right for you. Your financial freedom, your career fulfillment, and your ultimate success depends on it. What's your take on this? Are you in university, considering it, or taking a different path? I want to hear your stories, your dilemmas, and your trumps. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this video opened your eyes, smash that like button, subscribe for more wealth insights you won't hear anywhere else, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on changing your financial future.